championship event America has been waiting for as the top athletes from across the country prepare to do battle for the ultimate title. No, not the football game tomorrow in New Orleans. We're here in New York City for a super showcase of the fast and the furriest.
The wait is over, folks. Westminster is back. Back in the Big Apple. Back at the world's most famous arena. Back to crown a new top dog.
Best in show tonight is the PBGB.
The Bloodhound.
The best in show winner is the miniature poodle.
If you can make it here, you can make it anywhere.
We are live at New York City.
It's like I'm in the zoo.
And right now, over 2,500 dogs are descending on Manhattan to put their best paw forward. But before we head to the garden, one of the most spectacular displays of athleticism you'll ever see.
Watch this dog. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, that was fast. Just flying.
As some of the world's finest dogs look to run, leap, climb, and weave their way to a title. It's the 12th annual Masters Agility Championship, live from New York City, starting right now.
The Masters Agility Championship at Westminster is presented by Purina Pro Plan. And after 4 years away in other parts of New York City, America's Dog Show returns to Manhattan for its 149th edition as we once again kick off Westminster Week with a showcase of the fastest sport on four paws. Hello, everyone, and welcome alongside longtime American Kennel Club Agility Director and Judge Carrie DeYoung, soon to be joined out on the floor by Allison Williams. I'm John Strong. What a thrill for all of us to be back at Westminster. What a thrill for Westminster to be back in its home of Manhattan. What has it meant for everyone to be back in the city this year?
This is so exciting. When you think of Westminster, you think of New York City. And so to be back in Manhattan is huge. And I know the handlers were excited to be able to come back here.
We're going to see more than 3,000 top-ranked dogs representing over 200 different breeds over the next few days. So what are the breeds that are particularly well-suited for agility?
Well, there's a lot, but we see tons of Border Collies. They're fast, they're herding dogs. They love to do this. We have the Australian Shepherds, the Shetland Sheepdogs, and of course the All-American dogs, which we'll get to see plenty of.
And they have quite a course they're going to be running here inside the Javits Center, just a few blocks to the west of Madison Square Garden. Let's take a look at that course. 18 obstacles in total. These dogs are going to have to navigate, and you got all the familiar ones, the jumps, including the tire, tunnels, the dog walk, the teeter, the A-frame, and everybody's favorite, the weave poles as well. And as we'll talk about, it's not just about doing this course quickly, it's about doing it clean as well, not hitting any of those bars, not having any other issues, but there's a different type of obstacle they're having to deal with this year. And for more on that part of the story, we say hello to Allison Williams. Allison?
Agility has been part of Westminster for over a decade, but this is the first time the event is being held here inside the Javits Convention Center. It allows for a very spacious venue and a unique course characteristic. There are two large columns right in the middle of the course. It's very unusual to see this in agility. Now, tonight's handlers got their first look at the columns and the course just moments ago, but they did compete in a similar setting earlier today during preliminaries, which the handlers I spoke to said will really help. The way this course is laid out, they don't think the columns will be an issue. We shouldn't see any separation from dog and handler, but they are live animals, so you never can be sure. It should provide for a lot of fun. For more on tonight's course and how it will run, here's Carrie DeYoung.
This course was designed to let the dogs run, but there's a lot of options out here that the dog and the handler need to be communicating on so the dog stays on course. The very first one starts right at the beginning. Jumps 1 and 2, they need to move through this box, they take number 2, and immediately the dog has seen another jump in front of them. But they need to make it to the tunnel, so as the dog turns into the tunnel, they're coming right back through that box again, but now they get to finally accelerate, and this is where they get to really start running. They're running over the dog walk, making sure that at least one toenail hits the bottom here, and then they're off into jump number 6, which will put them into a 180 turn. But as they do that 180 turn, there's an A-frame waiting right there. The handler's going to want to make sure that they can really pull the dog in, make a nice tight turn, keeps them off the A-frame, keeps their speed up on this course. So as they make this nice tight turn, they can then sweep them on into the weave poles. As the dog comes out of the weave poles at the end, they're going to see the panel jump, but that's not where they're going. Instead, they're coming over to number 9. As the dog comes over number 9, they need to turn to the wingless jumps. Wingless jumps can be a little difficult for the dog to see because it's not as large as this jump here in front of me. As they turn, they need to find the right tunnel. This is their fork of the road on this course. They turn into the yellow tunnel, over the triple jump, which moves them to this nice gentle S-curve, but don't let that fool you. This S-curve will be tricky, and the handlers and dogs are going to have to communicate it very well. As the dog goes through the tire, now it is a foot race to the finish. But accuracy is still critical in this last section. The dog's going to need to hit both the yellow zone on the up and the down of this teeter, and then into the tunnel. Handlers that can send their dogs into the tunnel will be an advantage because then they can move over to the A-frame and be ready as that dog's coming down to make sure that they're accurate. They hit that yellow zone with that one toenail on the way down and then out over the last jump. If all that is well, they'll be going right up onto the podium.
All right, so what happens if you do, in fact, get something wrong? Well, they just add time. If you make a mistake, some of that is obvious, but if you run the wrong course, go the wrong direction, do you miss the contact like Carrie's talking about? Do you knock down a bar? Do you not actually get through all the different weave poles? And you get seconds added on to your time. As we said, not just about being fast, it is about being clean. 350 dogs in total began their day at 7:30 in the morning here in New York. We have 50 that have qualified for the finals, and we divide them out into 5 classes by height. 10 dogs to run in each class, and so you have 5 champions and an overall champion as well. And we start with the 12-inch competition class, an example of some of the breeds we're going to be seeing here as we get set to go at the beginning of the 12th annual Masters Agility Championship. Let's send it over to our public address announcer at Westminster, Nick Cornwell.
Ladies and gentlemen, our judges for this evening's event will be Ms. Michelle Fletcher of Pikeville, Tennessee, who will judge the 20 and 24-inch height classes, and Mr. Paul Moore of Wilford, Northants, England, who will judge the 8, 12, and 16-inch heights. First, in the 12-inch class, Dottie, the Danish-Swedish farm dog, handled by Jennifer Giacchi of Warren, New Jersey.
All right, Kerry, this place is packed. A lot of these fans have actually been here for hours, camping out to get these seats. Who's feeling the pressure right now, the dog or the handler, to be the first one out here tonight?
The handler. It's all on the handler. Dog just wants to go play.
And so we'll see if Dottie can set the tone here, the first of 50 dogs to run this evening here live in New York at the Masters Agility Championship at Westminster. And again, the handler has seen this course. She's walked it around. This dog is figuring this out in real time.
And off goes Dottie, who is our only Danish-Swedish farm dog entered this weekend. So it's exciting to get in the finals. She's got a wonderful start going. We're going to talk a lot about connection on this course. The dog and the handler staying connected with each other. And that can be difficult. You can hear the crowd in the background, and Dottie has to key into her handler. She's got to listen to Jennifer as they're moving through here.
Good height on that jump.
Perfect, Dottie. That's the way to do it.
And the crowd is into it early as well.
Off to the finish. Wonderful. What a great way to start tonight. This also makes the judge feel really good about the course they've designed. Look at her coming up over this dog walk. She is all business coming across there. She does the little wink occasionally coming through the weave poles. And a beautiful finish here. That's what we're going to be looking for.
So good, clean run to start here tonight for Dottie.
Next, in the 12-inch class, Basil, the Cavalier King Charles Spaniel, handled by Charlie Teller of Wayne, Pennsylvania.
And all these dogs have the call name and the registered name, and so the registered name of this dog is a little dash of Basil. And we'll get Basil as dog number 2 here in this 12-inch class.
Perfect. Looks like they're getting ready to go. Basil's ready. Right from the beginning, the handler is encouraging Basil along the way. Again, it's that teamwork. Great job into those weave poles. Had to really focus on that. Beautiful line there. That's what you want through there. That's what's going to give them the time to win. They're very much in sync with each other. Her handler did a great job keeping Basil on the bottom of that teeter. Terrific.
And 4.5 seconds faster from Basil as well.
Sorry. Nice job on that A-frame. And that's what we're going to want to see at the end. That's the last spot where an error can occur. Basil showed us how to do it.
Getting some nice treats as a result. All right, so we're resetting the bars right now after 2 dogs. What's going on right now?
We're resetting for the next height, which is part of this. Our first 2 dogs were preferred dogs, and that means that their handlers prefer to have them jump 4 inches lower. Typically, that's because we have a dog that might be older, a dog that's coming back from an injury, or perhaps their body type is one that is better to compete at that lower height. So they have the option to do that.
And that was what Basil did, running at a slightly lower height than the rest of the dogs will be running at here in the 12-inch class.
Next, in the 12-inch class, Lord, the Cocker Spaniel, handled by Rita Berardino of New Hope, Pennsylvania.
So this dog's from Pennsylvania, but you're getting a bit of a New Zealand flair because Manuka is part of her registered name, and Lord, of course, is a very famous recording artist from New Zealand. It is one of the fun things out here at Westminster. You really see the personalities of the owners and the handlers come out and how they name these dogs.
Absolutely. Rita is a very experienced handler. She's been in many finals across the country for lots of events, so she'll know how to get Lord through here. Cocker Spaniels are a very talented breed. We don't see them as much in agility, but it's not because they can't do it. I think it's because they're busy doing a lot of other sports. As you can see, this is, of course, is not an issue for them at this point. Nice line right through there.
Got to make up some time.
Again, another good line, tightening it down so they can be faster. Nothing wide on that section. And now off to the finish. Let's make sure we hit the bottom of that A-frame. On out they go.
Ran it clean, just not quite fast enough to unseat Basil.
This section, we'll see the handler manages a little bit different than some others did, where she put the dog behind her coming through. She did front cross, put Basil, or Lord, beautifully into the weave poles. And there's that finish. Nice job.
A lot of fur flying around there.
Lots. I expect that Rita trims it a little bit to make sure the fur doesn't knock down a bar.
In the 12-inch class, Olive, the Bichon Frise, handled by Victoria Tang of Woodbridge, New Jersey.
2 things. First of all, the tail is incredible. And secondly, it's a great example because Bichon Frise is a breed we think about with more the conformation show Monday, Tuesday. But these dogs are athletes. They're out here for agility, too.
They're absolutely athletes. There's some very talented Bichons over the years that have been in agility. And, of course, this tail just adds everything to it. Let's go, Olive. You got this. Nice.
Caught a bar there just on the far side.
Oh. Not letting that phaser. They're still working this course.
So it'll be 10 seconds added to what's going to be a pretty quick time because Olive's on the move.
Oh, an unfortunate another error. The dogs can still place in the competition tonight if they have not too many errors. So they're going to keep working this course. Nice job, Victoria and Olive.
And a great supportive response from the crowd there as well.
So they're coming over the double. Unfortunately, Olive took off a little early and hit that bar. Did a nice. And there she goes, and just missed the teeter. That looked like just a miscommunication. Something may have caught her attention. There's a lot of crowd, a lot of noise here, but Victoria did a great job bringing her back around.
And it's still Basil in the lead with 6 dogs to go.
Next, in the 12-inch class, Rampage, the Papillon, handled by Heather Sirabasi of Marlboro, Connecticut.
Rampage is fired up and ready to go. What makes Papillon such a good agility dog? It seems like a breed we see a lot of out here.
We see a lot, and we're going to see a lot tonight of them. They are fast, and they work well with their handlers. They like to be a team player. And it really makes a difference if that's a breed that you're working with. So this is just the first of a few we're going to see tonight. Go Rampage, you need to pick up your pace going through here. There they go. That's the line. We know they're going to start to pick up their speed. Very nice 180. Right on into those weave poles. And you can see that Rampage's handler isn't having to do a lot of commands, but is right there making sure Rampage knows where they're going.
This might well be taught. You saw it there, 0.2 of a second faster at the split. Can Rampage get there?
Her handler likes to use her signals a lot going through, and that got him right on through this course.
Just couldn't quite keep that speed up at the end.
Some handlers talk a lot to their dogs. Some handlers tend to use their body language a lot more.
And some dogs tend to talk back to their handlers.
Absolutely. That's what makes it team sport. Really great job on this dog walk as they accelerated through it. Good communication. You can see that she took a different side of the weave poles than some handlers had. Way to go. Good dog. Just waiting for her treats now.
We're halfway through our first class of runners here this evening. It's Basil atop the leaderboard as we're just getting going to the 12th annual Masters Agility Championship at Westminster.
If I can make it there, I'll make it. Anywhere, it's up to you. New York, New York.
Since 2012, Purina Pro Plan has been the proud presenting sponsor of the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show, being a part of every graceful trot, every perfect stance, every winning moment. Presenting sponsor of the Westminster Dog Show today and for years to come. Purina Pro Plan, nutrition that performs.
From the grandeur of North America's biggest sports stadiums to the elegance of America's longest-running dog show, Field Turf Landscape stands as the ultimate turf partner. And now introducing our exclusive dog-branded turf, Pet Turf. More than just grass, it's a playground for dreams. Pet Turf, where every paw print leaves a legacy. Field Turf Landscape, where quality meets play.
It takes healthy joints to be a co-star, coworker, and trusty co-pilot. For all your dog does for your family, give them Cosequin, a daily joint supplement that supports healthy joints and cartilage for dogs of all ages and sizes. It's the #1 veterinarian recommended retail joint health brand. For your dog, your co-everything. Choose Cosequin.
Cosequin, the official joint health supplement of the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show.
Battle in the Big Apple at the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show to see who will be crowned top dog. It continues Monday and Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, live on FS1. Back at the Masters Agility Championship, Basil the Cavalier King Charles Spaniel atop the leaderboard. We run in reverse order from qualifying, which means the last 5 dogs to go were the best 5 dogs in qualifying in this class.
Next, in the 12-inch class, Madeline, the Pyrean Shepherd, handled by Pam Voitas of Eustis, Florida.
Madeline's registered name is Madeline de la Brise of the Breeze. We'll see if she can have the wind in her sails here.
Well, this team definitely does. They are no newbies to finals at many, many different events. So I expect this to be a team that we definitely want to keep an eye on.
Madeline's moving.
Absolutely.
Pam's trying to keep
up.
up.
Took off. And Pam's right there with her, making sure that she knows where she's going. Unfortunately, it looks like the judge called the dog walk.
Which means what?
Means that she has time faults now, but as fast as this dog is, they could find themselves still in the top placements. And Pam will keep pushing for that. Just like that. Very well done.
Well, that was a faster time than Basil, but the 10 seconds added because of the mistake means that Basil's still atop the leaderboard.
Here, if we watch this dog walk, we may get a chance to see it. And there she went, unfortunately. But she says, I made up for it on the weave poles. I got these. And then right on through that tire, on up the teeter, which again, she executed perfectly.
Next, in the 12-inch class, Butter, the All-American dog, handled by Courtney Moore of Leander, Texas.
Carrie, when we say All-American dog, what does that mean?
This means that Butter is a mixed breed dog, and the AKC allows mixed breed dogs to compete in agility. And Butter is no newbie to finals either. Her and Courtney have done a lot of winning. There she goes. She just took off. Courtney, me, have not quite been ready. Butter says, I got this. I got this. And off. Oh, a little too wide on that turn. She couldn't quite pull in to hit that jump.
Boy, Butter does have some wheels, though.
Absolutely. You can see why they make so many finals. And they're still, again, they're going to push through this course. That's only one error. And Courtney's going to let Butter do what she does best as she takes off to meet her over at the A-frame. And off to the finish. Perfect.
And a great leap at the end. How about that
and
finish?
Look at the smile on Courtney's face and the big kiss from Butter. As she came over this jump, she saw that A-frame and just couldn't quite see where that next jump was. So she came right around to Courtney saying, what do you need? What do you need? Where should I go? Courtney got her right back on course, and the rest of it was stunning.
Certainly had the speed again. If not for that 10-second time fault for missing the jump the first time through, that would have been your new leader. But it's still Basil atop the leaderboard with 3 dogs to go.
Next, in the 12-inch class, Shelby the Poodle, handled by Michelle Borgman of Lee's Summit, Missouri.
Now, Lee's Summit is a suburb of Kansas City, so you're going to assume that people involved with this dog are kind of on edge for what the Chiefs are going to do tomorrow. Let's see what Shelby can do right now.
Shelby is the first of the Poodles we're going to see tonight. We've got a few more. They're a very, very talented team. That's why they're up at the top. And you can see this immediately as they start this. Look at Michelle run that dog walk with her. I'm not sure who to cheer for more on that run. Again, weave pulls are so important, and these dogs do them so, so well. And off they go now through the tire, right up over that teeter. She's got to hang on a little bit. She's a little bit lighter than our big dogs. Now perfection on that A-frame. Way to go, Michelle.
Just a terrific run for Shelby there.
The crowd's loving it. All right, let's watch this dog walk again. Off she goes, and Michelle's doing everything she can to keep up and keep pushing for that speed. And it was very successful. Now she comes over the teeter. You'll see her pause just a little. She can't get off till it hits the bottom. And she's a lightweight dog, so she's got to wait. On to the finish, and a big cheer from Mom for how well she did.
And so Shelby is, in fact, the current leader. Now, did have a faster time than Basil, and so Shelby's in the lead with 2 to go.
Shelby's got some tough competition coming up in these last couple of dogs, but they sure laid down a beautiful run.
Next, in the 12-inch class, Swindle, the Shetland Sheepdog, handled by Abigail Beasley of Centerburg, Ohio.
Swindle, whose registered name is Run Like You Stole It.
And they do. That's how they run. Abby and Swindle are multiple AKC World Team members. They've traveled to Europe multiple times to represent the American Kennel Club at Agility World Championships. And they will always give it their all on these courses. We'll probably see Swindle talk about it some too. So off they go. And Abby is way ahead of her on this dog walk. And got all that speed out of that walk with her. Again, she's going to keep pushing past these weave poles to keep driving Swindle as fast as the line as she can get her on. Look at that nice cross that they did. Abby is leaving nothing to chance here. She has made it every place she needed to be.
And a huge roar as Swindle goes into the lead.
The crowd loves it. And Abby obviously loves it. Look at Swindle going through there. Tunnels are always fun, and Swindle accelerated right into that one.
But can she hold off our fastest qualifier in this class, who's going to be the last to go?
This will be close. Again, another top team in the country.
Next, in the 12-inch class, Bright, the Shetland Sheepdog, handled by Danica Hedges of Marietta, Ohio.
And Bright's registered name is It's Time to Shine. So we'll see if she and Danica can live up to that as the last dog to go in the 12-inch class. Can they become your winners?
They compete a lot against Swindle, so they know what they have to do to get through this course. And she has to go for it. She has to push every inch of this course. There's no place they can let up. And we can see that, how aggressively they are attacking this course as they're going through it.
0.2 of a second faster at that split.
Danica is right there. And now she is just going to pull her to that finish. We've got to go.
Oh, it's going to be tight.
Oh, nice job.
Just couldn't get there.
They did everything they could on that course. That was beautiful.
But it is Swindle who ends up as your winner.
And some more smooches from Swindle.
Abby, congratulations. Your second time winning here at Westminster with Swindle. What do you love about competing with this pup?
She's full of fire. She pushes me to be better and better every time. And every time it's a rush.
What led to a successful and clean run here today?
I think just trusting her and trusting her skills and just enjoying the run.
It looked like it. Thank you, Abby. Congratulations.
And that's something we'll talk about throughout the evening. It really is a team, and that was terrific teamwork. between those two to end up as your first winner of the evening, the first of our 5 classes to go, the 12-inch class, won by Swindle out of Centerburg, Ohio. But a lot more dogs to run. A lot more fun to have here at the Javits Center in Manhattan at the 12th Annual Masters Agility Championship at Westminster. Stay tuned.
Some chews only last a month, but Bravecto lasts 12 weeks, nearly 3 times longer.
Only Bravecto protects from fleas and ticks nearly 3 times longer than the other chews. That's 12 weeks of protection. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurological disorders. With nearly 3 times longer protection, why use anything shorter? Bravo, Bravecto, bravo.
ProPlan is proud to have fueled 17 of the last 18 Westminster Best in Show winners.
Sage coming out big.
With Sage taking home the title in 2024.
Listen to that crowd.
A legendary win celebrating a legacy of excellence. In February, the best of the best return to compete.
The Best in Show winner.
Who will be the next Westminster Best in Show champion?
What a proud moment.
Best of luck from Purina ProPlan. Since 2012, Purina ProPlan has been the proud presenting sponsor of the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show, being a part of every graceful trot, every perfect stance, every winning moment. Presenting sponsor of the Westminster Dog Show today and for years to come. Purina ProPlan, nutrition that performs.
From the grandeur of North America's biggest sports stadiums to the elegance of America's longest-running dog show, Field Turf Landscape stands as the ultimate turf partner. And now introducing our exclusive dog-branded turf, Pet Turf. More than just grass, it's a playground for dreams. Pet Turf, where every paw print leaves a legacy. Field Turf Landscape, where quality meets play.
It takes healthy joints to be a co-star, co-worker, and trusty co-pilot.
Championship at Westminster is presented by Purina ProPlan. Always a terrific way to kick off Westminster Week here in New York City with the Masters Agility Championship. And we have our first winner. Swindle, the Shetland Sheepdog out of Centerburg, Ohio, is your winner in the 12-inch class. And so we're already setting a tone. Veteran, experienced champions coming back to Westminster and winning once again. But just the first of our 5 classes to go. We up the size a little bit now, the 16-inch competition class. And you get a sense of some of the breeds we're going to be seeing here with these next 10 qualified dogs to go at Westminster.
First, in the 16-inch class, D'Artagnan, the Parian Shepherd, handled by Ella Zallo of Flower Mound, Texas.
And congrats to those of you who picked up on the Three Musketeers reference in the name of this dog, the first to go in this class.
And This is exciting. There were 2 Pyrenean Shepherds, and we had both of them in the finals tonight. This is a great team. They're still a younger team, but they are really coming together. And you see that in their start. A little bit different way to handle that 180 turn, but that's what's going to work for her dog, to tighten her dog down on it. And a nice clean line through there. This is a great start to this height. Off she goes. She held on just enough for the judge.
Barely.
And that's a nice start. Nice start for us.
You're on the hot seat.
She's also a therapy dog, which a lot of our dogs and handlers do. Here she comes with those weave poles. Look at that coat going through. It's so much fun to watch. She's just sashaying her way through, but a fast sashay. Now right on over that top. She flew the top of that A-frame. And off to the finish. Getting her treat. She was a good girl. She did exactly what she was asked to do.
That's so interesting, as you say, an agility dog, but a therapy dog as well. That's a big part of Westminster Week, is celebrating the incredible things dogs can do. And this was your Best in Show winner from a year ago, Sage, the miniature poodle, handled by the late legendary Kaz Hosaka, who handled the last miniature poodle to win Best in Show 22 years prior. That was Sage's great-grandmother, so part of an incredible lineage. And who will join that lineage at the 149th annual Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show? We begin Monday with breed judging 1 Eastern on FS2, breeds in the hound, toy, non-sporting, and herding groups, and then their groups will be judged Monday night at Madison Square Garden on FS1. We do the same thing on Tuesday, sporting, working, and terrier breeds on FS2 during the day. Pre-show coverage begins at 7 o'clock, and by the end of the night, those final 7 group winners in the Best in Show ring. Who will become America's dog Best in Show
Next,
at Westminster?
In the 16-inch class, Kimber, the Australian cattle dog, handled by Deanna Rath of Erie, Pennsylvania.
So once again, we upped the bars a little bit because of the preferred height we had for D'Artagnan, the first to go. Everyone else running at the full 16-inch height now.
And Kipper is one of our 4 Australian cattle dogs that were entered today. This breed sometimes can be a challenge to train.
Why is that?
They were bred to herd cattle, so they have to make a lot of decisions on their own when they're out there with cattle. But they're working well as a team here.
How long does that take to build that sort of rapport between a handler and a dog?
Once a dog and handler start agility, a lot of them, it's about a year before they're ready to go out on a course. But rapport starts the day you bring them home as a puppy. Great job over that teeter.
Easy touch.
Very careful coming down that A-frame, but needed to make sure they got it.
Great leap
and
at the
more
finish.
kisses.
Clean run, just not quite fast enough from Kimber.
Kimber didn't care. You could tell by all the kisses. Said, I did it. I did what you asked me to. Which is what you're looking for in your teammate. You can see them working this dog walk very nicely together. And then with this turn, you saw the handler put her hand down. That was to cue the dog, to slow her up to get her into the weave poles. And the big kisses at the end. Very happy dog and handler. When you make it into the finals, while it'd be wonderful to win, you're going for that clean run.
In the 16-inch class, Nim, the Brittany, handled by Barbara Cherry of Durham, Connecticut.
It is, though, Carrie, one of the beautiful things about this, one of the rare major sporting championships where no matter whether you win or not, everyone has a smile, everyone's getting a treat at the end.
Absolutely, and you're taking the best home dog, taking home the best dog at the end of the day. I was so excited about taking the dog home. This is a Brittany Spaniel. Brittany's are a hunting breed. This dog has a hunting title. Part of this breed is they work well away from their handlers, and we may see that in a couple spots, just like right there, just as we would have expected. Set her up for a nice straight line. Good job. The handler held on, slowed down to make sure they got into the correct side of that tunnel. Well done, well done.
Once again, clean, just not quite fast enough to unseat D'Artagnan.
But you can see her running off. There's probably a big treat bag waiting out there. She is in those weave poles. She hits these poles a bit. You see them making some movement. We're also getting to larger dogs, but we'll see that more. She did well on the teeter, was very focused, but almost came behind to the wrong side of the tunnel.
D'Artagnan comfy and relaxed there atop the leaderboard right now.
Next, in the 16-inch class, Rigby, the Poodle, handled by Lisa Sutner of Princeton, New Jersey.
And yes, this is the Beatles. Registered name of the dog is Songbird Singing Eleanor Rigby.
Perfect. This is a team we're beginning to see a lot of around the country at all the top events. So we're going to keep our fingers crossed. Perfect start. She did something a little bit different on that dog walk. She put the dog into almost a stop to make sure she got it. But that set her up as the handler to be able to get also where else they needed to be on this course.
And faster by almost a half second at the split.
Oh, good job. That was really good on the handler. She was very focused on her dog. She didn't lose the connection. She was able to make sure she got the tire, fly over the A-frame, and there they go.
But those little stops and hesitations for a very fast dog just slow down the overall time enough.
Absolutely. They do shave a little off, but you want to go clean. That's the ultimate goal. Look at them flying out there. Right over that dog walk, but well, hold on, don't go anywhere. And look at her fly that A-frame. She was ready to go. But again, a little check on the bottom of the A-frame to make sure they got it. Hillary looking back at mom. Says, here I am, did it.
D'Artagnan still relaxed there atop the leaderboard.
Next, in the 16-inch class, Fire, the Golden Retriever, handled by Jane Bronson of Gilsum, New Hampshire.
I think that's the first time so far the crowd reacted just because of the breed of the dog. This is always such a popular breed at Westminster, an immediate reaction.
Absolutely. I don't think there's anything a Golden Retriever can't do if you ask them. But mostly they just want to be with you. They want to work with you. That's why they're so good at so many things. And this team is definitely a good team. Jane has had Golden Retrievers for many years, and her and Fire are showing all that experience. She's taking it a little careful there because Fire's pretty amped up. Listen to her. She's telling Jane all about this course. And this can be tough as a handler to keep that dog's focus when they want to talk to you. Unfortunately, that's exactly what happened there. Fire lost a little focus there, but finished it with great excitement. Look at this A-frame, or this dog walk. Being very careful because she knows mom wants her to slow down and make sure she gets it. A lot of impatience there. You can see her. Went through those weave poles, talking about it again, just like we mentioned. And there, where she got a little ahead, checked back to make sure that's where she needed to go and missed the entry to the teeter.
And the first dog to go has laid down the best run so far. D'Artagnan is the leader in the 16-inch class. Still 5 more dogs to go. The best in qualifying in this class here at the Masters Agility Championship.
It's tricky to rock around. That's right, on time is tricky. How is it, Dave? It's tricky. It's tricky to rock around. That's right, on time is tricky.
It takes healthy joints to be a co-star. Co-worker and trusty co-pilot. For all your dog does for your family, give them Cosequin, a daily joint supplement that supports healthy joints and cartilage for dogs of all ages and sizes. It's the #1 veterinarian recommended retail joint health brand. For your dog, your co-everything. Choose Cosequin.
Cosequin, the official joint health supplement of the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show.
chews only last a month, but Bravecto lasts 12 weeks, nearly 3 times longer.
Only Bravecto protects from fleas and ticks nearly 3 times longer than the other chews. That's 12 weeks of protection. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurological disorders. With nearly 3 times longer protection, why use anything shorter? Bravo, Bravecto, bravo.
ProPlan is proud to have fueled 17 of the last 18 Westminster Best in Show winners.
Sage coming out big.
With Sage taking home the title in 2024.
Listen to that crowd.
A legendary win celebrating a legacy of excellence. In February, the best of the best return to compete.
The Best in Show winner.
Who will be the next Westminster Best in Show champion?
What a proud moment.
Best of luck from Purina ProPlan.
Championship at Westminster on Fox is presented by Purina ProPlan, nutrition that performs. Halfway through the 16-inch class of dogs here at the Masters Agility Championship at Westminster, D'Artagnan, the Pyrenean Shepherd, was the first dog to go in this class, is still atop the leaderboard with 5 dogs to go.
Next, in the 16-inch class, Sparkle, the Australian Shepherd, handled by Melinda Moss of Union Bridge, Maryland.
Carrie, you're clearly delighted by something.
Well, just watching Sparkle sitting up there and the two of them talking before they left, you can tell they've got a good relationship.
Sparkle's registered name is Girl on Fire, which is my daughter's favorite song to sing. So we've got a home favorite here as Sparkle gets set to go.
Well, Sparkle's also a trick dog besides doing agility. So she definitely sparkles out there. And she did on that dog walk. Look at her go. Let's listen to the handler a little bit. Melinda is doing, it just keeps telling her, go, go, go. That's what I need you to do.
It's the second dog we've seen in this class do that.
Yeah, the handlers are going right past it a little bit instead of making sure they're pointing it out. It looks very straightforward. Good girl. It looks really straightforward when the dog's coming through the tire. And sometimes as a handler, you just assume. And we know what happens when we do that. Here Sparkle comes into the weave poles. Sparkle does almost not quite a 2-foot. She's doing the one back and forth. There she goes. Every dog has their own style on those weave poles. Yeah, so here they come into this, and she's pointing her to it, and Sparkle just turned back a little bit, the same way that we almost saw in the other one. She felt the handler pulling away, so she went with her, it looks like.
D'Artagnan still lounging atop that leaderboard right now.
Next, in the 16-inch class, Buttercup, the All-American dog, handled by Julia Vetchko of Chicago, Illinois.
So how difficult is it to keep these dogs focused? I mean, there's a ton of people here. There's a lot to look at, and so we're seeing a couple dogs get distracted.
Absolutely. This is a very difficult venue. It's not something the dogs ever get to practice. Westminster's the only place that looks and sounds like this. Nice job talking to her coming down that dog walk to make sure she touched it. And that may have been what we were talking about, with just a mild distraction for the dog. But she got her right back in there. We've got lights, we've got crowd, we've got a big column. There's a lot for this dog to take in.
Got a bunch of cameras with lights on them flying around.
Absolutely. And she got her back on track, and they've been connected the rest of this run. Did well coming through here. She jumped a little bit there too. Coming into the weave poles, it just looked like something caught her eye. She came right back in to correct them though. Off that A-frame into the finish.
3 dogs left. Could D'Artagnan end up having been the first dog to go, outlast everyone, and be the winner in this class?
Next, in the 16-inch class, Figment, the Border Collie, handled by Alyssa Vargas of New Providence, New Jersey.
But these last 3 to go, Border Collie, Shetland Sheepdog, who's a prior champion, and Border Collie. So you got some heavy hitters here down the stretch.
The last 3 are going to be tough. They are definitely all head-to-head with their speed and their handler skills. And you see where she could just go ahead and take off to get down this dog walk with her dog. And that was a lovely running dog walk. Dog never even thought about the A-frame. She's really got her head very nicely here.
Got the crowd into it as well. And almost a 2-second lead at the split.
They are on the same page. And we'll watch her cross over to that A-frame because she wants to push as much as she can over it. And that was the way to finish the course. Look at this start. She was ready. She was intent and just waited to be released. Look at this dog walk. This is real time. Right over it perfectly. You notice her handler didn't even hesitate. She trusted her there. She knew she was going to get it done. And the big hug at the end.
And Figment, your new leader in this 16-inch class with 2 dogs to go.
Next, in the 16-inch class, B, the Shetland Sheepdog, handled by Jennifer Crank of Pickerington, Ohio.
And not just any dog. This is a prior overall champion from 3 years ago. One of 2 dogs Jennifer Crank has handled to overall championships at Westminster.
Well, and they'll be going to head-to-head with another member of their world team when we get to the dog after B. So this is really going to be something to watch, these next 2 dogs.
2 big-time stars set to go here back-to-back.
Jennifer also bred B. So that's always very exciting when a dog that you have bred has made it to this level of competition. Wow. Wow.
Yep.
Wow. Unfortunately.
Almost too fast.
Yes, B miscued there. Missed where Jen wanted her to go, but you saw Jen still pushing her right through this course, and B is right back on track.
Yeah, that might not matter.
Yeah, she's extremely fast.
That's a champion dog that knows what they're doing out here.
The speed was phenomenal. They're getting in the zone there. And this was where that slight error was. They lost a little bit of time there, but B is so fast. She could recover from it. Amazing. They're an amazing team. There's not enough superlatives that you can say about this team.
He's your leader, 1 dog to go.
Next, in the 16-inch class, Vanish, the Border Collie, handled by Emily Klarman of Doylestown, Pennsylvania.
So you said B and Vanish are teammates at international competition level, and now they're dueling it out here for this win at Westminster?
Yes, they are. In fact, they've dueled it out at a few different big national events over the last year. And you'll get a chance to see why as Vanish comes out of this tunnel and takes off. Look at that dog walk. Another amazing one. And they were right on cue coming through there. Emily's going to get out a little bit in front so she makes sure she's driving through there.
1/100th of a second at the split.
She's got to push her through this finish. That Tita was a smidge slower.
Can Vanish do it? Can she ever?
Look at this as she accelerates onto that dog walk. She is all go at that point. And of course, the weave pulls are just a joy for her.
Half a second faster than her international teammate B. Vanish is your winner. Over to Allison.
Thank you so much, Emily. Congratulations. How would you describe the way Vanish ran today?
She's my once-in-a-lifetime dog. She runs like a dream with me, so just to be here and do this with her, it's a dream come true.
What is it about her that makes her so successful?
She's very intuitive, very natural. She's probably smarter than me, so that makes it a lot easier with her. Doesn't make me work very hard for it, so makes the job a lot easier on my part.
Emily, thank you so much. Congratulations. John.
Allison, the registered name of Vanish is Without a Trace, and just a terrific amount of speed to get through that course in such a quick time, half a second faster than B. So those best three qualifying dogs were the best three to finish, but Vanish is your second winner here. We've had 2 classes. We have 3 more classes to go. And a terrific start to the evening here at the Javits Center at the Masters Agility Championship at Westminster.
Since 2012, Purina Pro Plan has been the proud presenting sponsor of the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show, being a part of every graceful trot, every perfect stance, every winning moment. Presenting sponsor of the Westminster Dog Show today and for years to come. Purina Pro Plan, nutrition that performs.
From the grandeur of North America's biggest sports stadiums to the elegance of America's longest-running dog show, Field Turf Landscape stands as the ultimate turf partner. And now introducing our exclusive dog-branded turf, Pet Turf. More than just grass, it's a playground for dreams. Pet Turf, where every paw print leaves a legacy. Field Turf Landscape, where quality meets play.
It takes healthy joints to be a co-star, coworker, and trusty co-pilot. For all your dog does for your family, give them Cosequin, a daily joint supplement that supports healthy joints and cartilage for dogs of all ages and sizes. It's the #1 veterinarian recommended retail joint health brand. For your dog, your co-everything. Choose Cosequin.
Cosequin, the official joint health supplement of the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show.
Some chews only last a month, but Bravecto lasts 12 weeks, nearly 3 times longer.
Only Bravecto protects from fleas and ticks nearly 3 times longer than the other chews. That's 12 weeks of protection. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurological disorders. With nearly 3 times longer protection, why use anything shorter? Bravo, Bravecto. Bravo.
Pro Plan is proud to have fueled 17 of the last 18 Westminster Best in Show winners.
Sage coming up big.
With Sage taking home the title in 2024.
Listen to that crowd.
A legendary win celebrating a legacy of excellence. In February, the best of the best return to compete.
The Best in Show winner.
Who will be the next Westminster Best in Show champion?
What a proud moment.
Best of luck from Purina Pro Plan.
back in New York at the 12th Annual Masters Agility Championship at Westminster, and we have 2 champions already as we kick off Westminster Week for 149th time. We just had our winner, the 16-inch class, Vanish the Border Collie. Really an incredible final 3 runs in that 16-inch class. And it's Vanish who beats out B, a former champion, to win in that class. And before we get to the next set of dogs, back with Cara DeYoung, I'm John Strong. And you know, for the prior years we've done this, Terry Simons is here with me, and you're actually running this event for AKC. So how have you seen the level of competition increase over the years in agility here at Westminster?
It has been incredible. I've been here since the very first Westminster Agility Championship, and every year the competition just gets better and better and better. And that's what makes agility exciting. If we go back and we look even 5 years ago, where we're at today is completely different than we were 5 years ago.
And you've described it very similarly to a lot of human sports, where the amount of work that's being put in training and sports science. Let's get some more dogs out here.
First, in the 24-inch class, Tempo, the Irish setter, handled by Melissa Suter of Charlestown, Massachusetts.
So yes, for those of you scoring at home, the first 2 dogs who were supposed to go, they can't find right now, one of which is a Great Dane. And as you said, how do you lose a Great Dane? So Tempo will be starting us off in the 24-inch class, the biggest dogs to go here at the Masters Agility Championship. Time flies when you're having fun is the registered name of this dog. Let's see what kind of fun Tempo can have.
And Tempo's the only Irish setter entered this weekend, and it's definitely represented the breed very well this weekend.
How different is it with the biggest dogs to be running this type of course?
This is a lot different. You can see that even with the weave poles. This dog takes up a lot of space. They have to duck going through the tunnels. And when they get to the teeter, you'll see this teeter tip a lot quicker for this dog than it did for some of the others because of the weight. So they can exit and get going again quicker as they come up and over the A-frame. Tempo was right on tempo making it through that course.
And we've seen that with all 3 classes. The opening dog's been able to run it clean, just kind of get off that good start.
Love watching the big dogs come through the weave poles. This dog's body is actually encompassing about 4 poles at a time while they're going through. So there's a whole lot happening there. And watch as he comes over how quickly this drops out. Needs to hang on, and did it. And now up and over that A-frame and off to the finish again, just like we've seen the other dogs do so well on that.
So Tempo with a good pace to start here in the 24-inch class.
Oh, Tempo had to wait for the treat there just
Next,
for a second.
in the 24-inch class, Tuppence, the Collie, handled by Kelly Conter of Hudson, Ohio.
Tuppence, the call name, wins in the East, part of the registered name. So a series of Mary Poppins references.
You can see all those tags hanging off of that leash. That's showing how many different national events they have been to together. The handlers like to collect their tags that they get. So looks like Kelly and Tuppence
Kelly did something
many.
there because Tuppence got annoyed at something Kelly did. She had to apologize.
Well, they tripped over each other coming through there, and so she's apologizing to Tuppence. We all apologize to our dogs a lot. Tuppence isn't holding any grudges, though, it looks like. Solid start to their course. Very careful to make sure they got it. And Kelly did a nice job keeping that line tight so they can pick up a little bit of time there. Tuppence is a smooth-coated collie. A lot of us are used to the collies with a lot of coat. Watch Tuppence do this seesaw again. Look how quickly it moves down. Dogs have to be ready for that.
And a good run and a new leader.
Definitely no grudges for what happened at the start line.
So wait, is it a seesaw or a teeter?
Well, it depends on what part of the country you're in. Out west, we tend to call it a teeter. Out east here, they tend to call it a seesaw. And for me, sometimes it's just whichever one comes out first.
But 2 good clean runs there, and even with that slip there at the end, that was already after the time had gone.
And you could just see the look on Kelly's face. They had a wonderful time.
Well, they're going to reset the bars here through the preferred dogs, and we will continue our 24-inch class, getting to the halfway point here at the Masters Agility Championship at Westminster.
Since 2012, Purina Pro Plan has been the proud presenting sponsor of the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show, being a part of every graceful trot, every perfect stance, every winning moment. Presenting sponsor of the Westminster Dog Show today and for years to come. Purina Pro Plan, nutrition that performs.
From the grandeur of North America's biggest sports stadiums to the elegance of America's longest-running dog show, Field Turf Landscape stands as the ultimate turf partner. And now introducing our exclusive dog-branded turf, Pet Turf. More than just grass, it's a playground for dreams. Pet Turf, where every paw print leaves a legacy. Field Turf Landscape, where quality meets play.
It takes healthy joints to be a co-star, coworker, and trusty co-pilot. For all your dog does for your family, give them Cosequin, a daily joint supplement that supports healthy joints and cartilage for dogs of all ages and sizes. It's the #1 veterinarian recommended retail joint health brand. For your dog, your co-everything. Choose Cosequin.
Cosequin, the official joint health supplement of the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show.
Some chews only last a month, but Bravecto lasts 12 weeks, nearly 3 times longer.
Only Bravecto protects from fleas and ticks nearly 3 times longer than the other chews. That's 12 weeks of protection. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurological disorders. With nearly 3 times longer protection, why use anything shorter? Bravo, Bravecto. Bravo.
Pro Plan is proud to have fueled 17 of the last 18 Westminster Best in Show winners.
Sage coming out big.
With Sage taking home the title in 2024.
Listen to that crowd.
A legendary win celebrating a legacy of excellence. In February, the best of the best returned to compete.
The Best in Show winner.
The championship in Westminster on Fox is presented by Purina Pro Plan, nutrition that performs. Well, this is my 6th time here at Westminster. This is a new one for me. Tuppence is your leader, one of the 2 dogs to go. The first 2 dogs that were supposed to run in this class didn't show up. They weren't here. They've been disqualified. You used to run this event. Has that happened before here?
No, it has not. That is extremely unusual and very sad.
Like, why am I up here? Why don't I get all the snacks?
Next, in the 24-inch class, Puka, the large Munsterlander, handled by Teresa Garon of Columbus, Ohio.
And as we talked about, with dogs that are this big, do you have to set things up differently than you would for smaller dogs to make sure they can run this course well?
Definitely. The handlers need to make sure the dogs have room to turn. They have rooms to start at the start line here. She has set her dog back a little bit further than we've seen.
She's trying to get her to go. Puka wasn't ready.
She's like, hold on, are you sure? Sometimes you've proofed your start line so well, meaning you want to keep them on there. They don't want to be tricked. Oh, unfortunately, they did take an off course there coming off the dog walk. She did fix it, though, so they just had the fault. We were talking about how different this environment is than what most dogs have seen. It looks like Puka's working through some of that.
Love it from Teresa to get the crowd into it.
Teresa's doing everything she can to keep her spirits up for Puka, keeping Puka's spirits up, actually. But Puka doesn't seem to care a little bit.
Puka's having fun no matter what.
She's really loving this experience. And look at them at the end. You know what? They still had a wonderful time. And as I mentioned earlier, she is still taking the best dog home with her. So she did really nice coming across this dog walk, talking all the way. Talking probably a little too much, didn't quite hear where Teresa needed her to go. She comes into the weave poles, had a good solid start, and then just kind of seemed to ask Mom if that's where I needed to go. I think there was just a little confusion. And here, watch Teresa here. She says, come on, you can do it. You got this. And they did. At that point, they just took off again. And that's exactly what you want to do. You want to always keep your dog's spirits up out on these courses.
She's been 4 times and she's made it.
Next, in the 24-inch class, Kai, the Poodle, handled by Russell Thorpe of Kingston, New York.
And Kai is short for Kailash because the registered name of this dog is one who bestows peace. It's a Hinduism reference, and we'll see what Kai can do out here.
Well, Russ is no newbie to the finals, that's for sure. We've seen him out here with multiple different standard poodles. And this is Kai, his younger dog. This may be Kai's first time. Look at Kai checking out the crowd and the camera just a little bit.
And like we said, you know, the handlers got a chance about a half hour before to walk this course and familiarize themselves, but Kai is seeing all of this for the first time.
Absolutely. And again, he's a younger dog. He's taking it all in. He wants to do it right. He wants to do what Russ is asking him to do. And here he goes. His confidence is definitely coming up as he moves through this course. And Russ is very good with that with his dogs. And you can see him cheering for him as soon as they got to the end, which is exactly what you want to do for this dog.
Like you said, Kai did everything right. Followed all the
Absolutely.
instructions, just was very precise about it.
Comes through this tunnel. You see he had to duck a little bit to get in because he's taller. Into the weave poles, very methodical, making sure he gets them all. But then his confidence comes up and off he went. And Russ is cheering for him every inch of the way.
Next, in the 24-inch class, Sterling, the Weimaraner, handled by Lori Barbie of Huntington Beach, California.
Sterling's registered name is Atomic number 47, which, if you can guess, that's the atomic number for silver.
Well, we don't see a lot of Weimaraners in agility. They're very large dogs, so it makes it a little bit more difficult for them. But they've also bred to hunt, and that's what they like to do. Lori's worked very hard with Sterling, and they are an amazing, amazing top team in the country over and over again. So let's see how they get through this course.
Was that Lori just trying to calm Sterling down before the run?
Just trying to make sure they're on the same page. Because as you can see, again, this is a hunting dog. This dog is bred to run out large distances. So she's got to keep him a little bit in check, but also get this course done.
Had a huge edge at the split.
And off they go. Watch this teeter as they go across it. Sterling just bangs it, but says, I'm going to hang on. Oh, my goodness.
But still fast enough.
That's amazing. Again, this dog is extremely fast. That's very unusual to see a mistake like that from this team. And that just shows, even though it looks like something is right in front of the dog may not understand it.
But that's not a time penalty. Even though she missed the last jump, you just come around and do it again?
No, she did receive a penalty for the oh, that is correct in this one. My apologies. This is scored a bit differently. You're correct. That was all time. And here's the ending again. Let's look at that. And so she moved out around it. I think she saw Lori's arm go out and saw it more as a signal to go around the jump instead of over it. But you're correct. That was just a time fault, or not a time fault, just additional time it took them.
So a testament to how fast she was, that even with that mistake, still the leader by a half second, Sterling.
Yeah.
Next, in the 24-inch class, Drogon, the Belgian Malinois, handled by Francine Arnold of Ghent, New York.
So the rooting favorite of all the Game of Thrones fans watching us this evening.
The Belgian Malinois are certainly a solid working dog. This dog's a little bit smaller than some of the other dogs we've had out here. Usually they turn very well on these courses. Let's see what happens on their turns. And this dog is going to take that acceleration opportunity, but get that check at the bottom just to make sure. little wide on that turn, but again, this is a larger dog. Unfortunately missed the weave pole entry, but they went right back to correct it, so it's just time. Look at that line. That's what they needed to do. Another straight line through here. They're picking up a little bit of time. Careful down that A-frame. They weren't going to make any more errors. She was right there all the way with her dog to make sure they were on the same page.
Just got slowed down enough during the run, couldn't unseat Sterling.
So just slipped that entry. Was going so fast and just went, oh, oops. But she was right there and was able to get her dog right back in. Nice.
But Sterling is your leader in the 24-inch class with the final 2 dogs set to go.
Next, in the 24-inch class, Beacon, the Labrador Retriever, handled by Jennifer Mellinger of Lock Haven, Pennsylvania.
You've got a Lab and a Golden, who have been the last 2 to go. These are going to be fan favorites here. It's going to be loud with these last 2 dogs.
Absolutely, most popular breeds in the country. Beacon and Jennifer are very careful working through that beginning. Making sure Beacon hears that you need to hit that contact. Very nice job, Beacon, through those poles. This is a tall dog again. He's got to do some things a little bit different. Look at him duck into that tunnel.
Where am I going? What's next?
A little pirouette, but I got this. Over the teeter. Let's see how they handle this A-frame at the end. Very well done.
Just didn't quite have enough speed there.
But certainly had a lot of panache.
Oh, yes.
Comes over the dog walk. The larger dogs have to be a little bit more careful because they're a little bit wider through the chest. And then we're coming over. Things are looking fabulous. And he says, hey, how about this?
Do you get points for that or no? Maybe not.
No, I wish we gave out style points.
Next, in the 24-inch class, Ryder, the Golden Retriever, handled by Deborah Barlix of Edison, New Jersey.
Ryder, the final dog to go in the 24-inch class. Can he unseat Sterling? And for any of us who are parents of kids of a certain age, you hear Ryder, you look at dogs, you think Paw Patrol.
They've got a lot to do to unseat Sterling, so let's see how they get through this course. She's got to push her, but make sure that they keep clean. Got a solid run going. May not have, oh, another pirouette. What is happening today? They must have been talking dance moves before they came out on the course.
We're not that far away from Broadway, I suppose.
This is a nice team. Their communication is extremely well through here. You can hear her talking to them. Not going to be quite enough.
It's another clean run, but it is Sterling, who, remember, missed that last jump at the end, but was so fast the rest of the time. Ends up as the winner in this class. But a happy Ryder finishing it out.
Absolutely. Ryder's smiling going through these weave poles. Ryder's enjoying their time. And I suspect maybe that's why we got this spin here, this nice pirouette. Let me show off for the crowd a bit more.
All right, Allison's with our winner now.
Thank you, John. Lori, congratulations. Your first time competing here at Westminster, and you leave here a champion. What was the key to such a great run by Sterling?
Keeping her on task. She's really excited. She's very high. She's very high, so just keeping her on the course.
And she's a very talented dog, an agility champion now. She also has her detective dog title. So what does she enjoy more?
She likes this. I can run, I can bark loud, and I can have a fun and tell my mom off. She loves this.
Congratulations, Lori. Sterling takes home gold. John, back to you.
Boy, Allison Sterling can solve crimes and run agility courses. Just incredible what some of these dogs can do. Just a remarkable run that Sterling had as your winner in the 24-inch class. So we've crowned 3 champions so far. We have 2 more classes to go. We go, in fact, from the very biggest dogs we just saw to the very smallest dogs we're going to see next here at the 12th Annual Masters Agility Championship at Westminster.
Since 2012, Purina Pro Plan has been the proud presenting sponsor of the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show, being a part of every graceful trot, every perfect stance, every winning moment. Presenting sponsor of the Westminster Dog Show today and for years to come. Purina Pro Plan, nutrition that performs.
From the grandeur of North America's biggest sports stadiums to the elegance of America's longest-running dog show, Field Turf Landscape stands as the ultimate turf partner. And now introducing our exclusive dog-branded turf, Pet Turf. More than just grass, it's a playground for dreams. Pet Turf, where every paw print leaves a legacy. Field Turf Landscape, where quality meets play.
It takes healthy joints to be a co-star, co-worker, and trusty co-pilot. For all your dog does for your family, give them Cosequin, a daily joint supplement that supports healthy joints and cartilage for dogs of all ages and sizes. It's the #1 veterinarian recommended retail joint health brand. For your dog, your co-everything. Choose Cosequin.
Cosequin, the official joint health supplement of the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show.
Some chews only last a month, but Brevecto lasts 12 weeks, nearly 3 times longer.
Only Brevecto protects from fleas and ticks nearly 3 times longer than the other chews. That's 12 weeks of protection. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurological disorders. With nearly 3 times longer protection, why use anything shorter? Bravo, Brevecto, bravo.
Pro Plan is proud to have fueled 17 of the last 18 Westminster Best in Show winners.
Sage coming out big.
With Sage taking home the title in 2024.
Listen to that crowd.
A legendary win celebrating a legacy of excellence. In February, the best of the best returned to compete.
The Best in Show winner.
Who will be the next Westminster Best in Show champion?
What a proud moment.
Best of luck from Purina Pro Plan.
New York City once again home of the 149th Annual Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show. And once again kick off Westminster Week with this Masters Agility Championship. We've crowned 3 winners already. She might be named after silver, but she struck gold. Sterling is your winner in the 24-inch class here at the Masters Agility Championship with a sparkling fast run despite missing the last jump on the course. And we saw that happen a couple times in that class, particularly, Carrie. As you mentioned, this is a very unique thing. You can see how many people are here. This place has been packed. There's a lot to look at. How difficult is it for the handlers to keep the dogs focused on what they're supposed to be doing?
It's very difficult in an environment like this. Part of it's just the noise and everything that's going on, the bright lights. So when they're getting ready to come in, they're talking to their dogs, they're playing with them, they're getting them engaged. so that when they put them on that start line, they're one with the course, hopefully.
And now we go from one kind of fan favorite to another, because we've just seen the very biggest dogs to go. We're going to see the very smallest dogs now. The 8-inch class of dogs. Papillon is a breed that very often is a champion here. But okay, so if it's hard for the biggest dogs to stoop into the tunnel and get over some of these things, what are the biggest challenges for the tiny dogs here, as they really had to reset the course quite a bit?
Yes, there are a lot of things that are more of a challenge for the small dogs. One of them is the A-frame, which they did move down. It's only at 5 feet high for the smaller dogs, but you'll see, of course, everything got lowered. They definitely have an advantage at the tunnels because they don't have to duck in. But when they get to the teeter, that is the toughest part. And you'll see these dogs really hanging on the end to make sure.
First, in the 8-inch class, Muncie, the Havanese, handled by Chris Hewitt of Jupiter, Florida.
I love this dog's name. This is, you know, a small dog. It's a Havanese, and the registered name is Rock Crusher.
Well, small dogs have a lot of attitude, so it's probably perfect. And you saw her give her that kiss before they took off. Again, they want to make sure that they're one out here on the course, and this has been a good start.
And this class is so much fun because so many of these breeds we would see in the toy group Monday and Tuesday, and we think of kind of classic dog show dogs. Okay, but also incredible athletes, many of them as well out here at Agility.
Absolutely. These are not couch potatoes. They're not waiting. Well, they probably are waiting to snuggle up, but they do want to run Agility. And you can see they're true athletes. And people forget that, I think, sometimes about the smaller breeds. These are athletes. Look at her go. Very nice job. That A-frame was amazing. Just right over the top. Could have had wings going over that.
All right, you're on the hot seat.
And once again, a clean run to start the class.
Nice start through the weave poles. This dog almost 2 foots it back and forth. You can see both those feet through those poles sideways. And here we go to that teeter that I mentioned earlier. Has to wait, and now I can go. And over the top of that A-frame. Needed a cape.
Good boy. Good boy.
Next, in the 8-inch class, Fortune, the Papillon, handled by Andrea Samuels of Cape Coral, Florida.
And Andrea has qualified 2 dogs into this class, so she'll run Fortune here, and then second to last dog to go, she'll run Gabby as well.
And this first dog she's coming to the line with, Fortune, is a national agility champion. And Andrea is certainly no newbie, again, as we've talked about with others, to this. Finals and many, many others. She's also been on the world team with her dogs. So you'll see with this small dog, she's going to do everything she can to keep up with them. But again, sometimes with the small dogs, you still can't stay with them. But Andrea does a great job staying connected with her dog through this course. Very nice rear cross there. And now she's out in front, making sure that they're going as fast as they can. She also did a side switch there. The handler did, Andrea did, which was a little unique. But again, put her in the right spot. Very well done. Very, very well done.
And Fortune 3 seconds faster than Muncie was.
You can see that dog jumps higher than it needs to, which is not unusual for small dogs. Again, they're extremely athletic. But we're going to make sure that things are at the right height so it is what their bodies need. Nice job over the A-frame. Got well into that yellow zone, so there was no doubt.
Fortune's registered name is Predict My Future. Will her future be as a champion here at Westminster? All right, so we've had 2 dogs go, and now we're back out readjusting all the obstacles on the course. Why are we doing that, Carrie?
Our first 2 dogs were preferred dogs, and those are dogs that the handlers have decided should jump lower. Fortune is an older dog, so that is a great option for Fortune. We also have dogs, sometimes their body type, or maybe they're coming back from an injury.
Next, in the 8-inch class, Delaney, the miniature poodle, handled by Diane O'Reilly of Arcadia, Florida.
And another example of the versatility of these breeds, because miniature poodle was the breed that won Best in Show at Westminster last year. And this is a very different type of miniature poodle in a very different type of activity than the confirmation show, as it's called, Monday, Tuesday, that you get Delaney out here running agility.
Poodles are extremely smart dogs. They can do anything. They were also bred to be sporting dogs. She's just waiting. That was a really nice wait on that start line. That is hard to train. Delaney did a great job on that dog walk, well down into the yellow zone that they have to hit. Into the weave poles. Those were really sped up going through them.
Delaney letting Diane know the whole way. Yes, I hear you. I see you. I know what we're doing.
Getting to the teeter. You saw her cross in front. Probably part of that is to help keep her on that teeter until it hits the bottom.
Yes!
Another good run on this course.
And celebrations no matter what. That's what's great about it here at Westminster.
Watch her accelerate onto this, and that's what we talked about early on with this course. This is a place for the dog to start to pick up speed. Same thing on the weave poles. This dog's really accelerated through the poles. Kept going faster and faster through them. We don't see that all the time. And then had to wait and wait. There, did it. And finally gets to run off to the finish. And lots of cheering there at the end by her handler.
Next, in the 8-inch class, Miko, the French Bulldog, handled by Malari Howell of Leander, Texas.
Another immensely popular breed in recent years that we very much associate with dog shows, but running at a very different. That's part of what we say at Westminster. It's a bunch of different things. There's a lot of different competitions here. Miko's ready to go.
Absolutely. It's been fun watching the Frenchies come out and start to do more athletic competitions, because as you can see with Miko, this dog is athletic. This dog has muscle. This dog is ready to move on this course and is doing exactly what her handler's asking her to do. She did a nice job sending her to the tunnel so she could get in front to manage this section of the course. Now you saw Miko's a little bit heavier. That board went down a little bit quicker.
Miko going to be fast enough. Just not quite, but a great run nonetheless.
Very fun to watch that team run together. You just want to cheer for this dog. Here they come over that dog walk. And just watch the focus coming through these poles. And this, again, I noted, this tips quicker. This is a heavier dog.
But Fortune still in the lead.
Next, in the 8-inch class, Gambit, the Pembroke Welsh Corgi, handled by Kathy Murphy of Washington, D.C.
Registered name, Queen's Gambit accepted.
Good girl. I think she got one last snack for the road.
Who has the final say on snacks, the dog or the handler?
Usually it's the handler, but not always. Sometimes they'll rustle that bag from you. And this is our Corgi without the tail. Pembroke Welsh Corgis are the breed of Corgis that do not have a tail. It's doing a very nice job through this opening. Oh no, something caught his attention. There she goes, right back on.
Oh. It's like you said, there's a lot to look at. There's a lot of different places where knowing where to go is key. It's not obvious.
Absolutely. Yeah, they just misunderstood where to be on that course. Again, the dog hasn't seen the course. The handler has. This was all new to the dog.
And like you say, that teamwork is so key between handler and dog.
Absolutely critical. And just a slight break of attention on either one's part or a slight miscue, and the dog's going to go off course. Gambit was solid on this dog walk. Really a great start. And then as they're coming out of the weave poles here, Gambit red to go behind. flew over the top of the A-frame. And look at that happy look still. Gambit doesn't know or care about that extra jump.
But fortune is still your leader as 5 more dogs to go, including a dog handled by her same handler. So it's a great finish coming here in the 8-inch class at the Masters Agility Championship at Westminster.
That's why New York's my home. Never let me leave in New York's my home, sweet home.
Since 2012, Purina Pro Plan has been the proud presenting sponsor of the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show, being a part of every graceful trot, every perfect stance, every winning moment. Presenting sponsor of the Westminster Dog Show today and for years to come. Purina Pro Plan, nutrition that performs.
From the grandeur of North America's biggest sports stadiums to the elegance of America's longest-running dog show, Field Turf Landscape stands as the ultimate turf partner. And now introducing our exclusive dog-branded turf, Pet Turf. More than just grass, it's a playground for dreams. Pet Turf, where every paw print leaves a legacy. Field Turf Landscape, where quality meets play.
It takes healthy joints to be a co-star, coworker, and trusty co-pilot. For all your dog does for your family, give them Cosequin, a daily joint supplement that supports healthy joints and cartilage for dogs of all ages and sizes. It's the #1 veterinarian recommended retail joint health brand. For your dog, your co-everything. Choose Cosequin.
Cosequin, the official joint health supplement of the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show.
Some chews only last a month, but Brevecto lasts 12 weeks, nearly 3 times longer.
Only Brevecto protects from fleas and ticks nearly 3 times longer than the other chews. That's 12 weeks of protection. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurological disorders. With nearly 3 times longer protection, why use anything shorter? Bravo, Brevecto, bravo.
Pro Plan is proud to have fueled 17 of the last 18 Westminster Best in Show winners.
Sage coming out big.
With Sage taking home the title in 2024.
Listen to that crowd.
A legendary win celebrating a legacy of excellence. In February, the best of the best return to compete.
The Best in Show winner.
Who will be the next Westminster Best in Show champion?
What a proud moment.
Best of luck from Purina Pro Plan.
Westminster is sponsored by Cosequin Joint Health Supplements. Support your dog's joint health with Cosequin. Halfway through our 8-inch class, 4th of 5 different size classes to go this evening here at the Masters Agility Championship. But it's fortune that Papliano is your leader with 5 dogs to run.
Next in the 8-inch class, Saga, the Swedish Valhund, handled by Madison Leroy of Screven, Georgia.
Yes, final confirmation there. Saga's ready to go. Registered name of the dog is All Eyes on Me, and very true in what has been a packed house here at the Javits Center this evening.
And they're off to a very quick start. Saga's a very talented dog, has championships in 2 different AKC sports, agility and rally. That's a lot of communication training between the 2 of them to work those 2 different sports.
What's rally?
And it's showing here. Rally is a form of obedience where they have a lot of different types of exercise. We even talk with your dog. So again, the communication is key. Got the hop off the bottom of the board there. Again, that's what we talked about. They've got to hang on that board. Very tough for the smaller dogs. What a great run.
Doesn't matter, right? Gets turned around a couple times, but is still happy at the end, still getting pets and scratches and treats.
And there's that dog walk that did so well. Coming over the teeter, starts to tip, and just goes ahead and says, I gotta go. I gotta go now. And then took the wrong side of the tunnel. But again, look at the smile coming over that last obstacle. It's all about the fun.
Fortune is still in the lead with 4 dogs to go.
Next in the 8-inch class, Enya, the Silky Terrier, handled by Malari Howell of Leander, Texas.
And Malari as well, the handler. This is her second dog in this class. Also ran Miko just a few moments ago.
Miko's a little bit larger dog than Enya is. This breed typically is an 8 to 10 pound dog.
Enya with that fiery red tail coming out the back.
They've got a good job pulling her in on that turn. They went a little wide, but were so fast over that dog walk. Very quick through the weave pulls. May not make a difference for them. You can hear her talking to her through this course. Nice job holding on there. Again, this is a lighter weight dog. Took a lot of patience. Very well done.
It's a great run. It's a clean run. Just 2 seconds too slow to catch Fortune.
That turn may have been part of it, but they were very well connected, working together through this course. Look at this weave pulls. Really leapt right into them. Right over the A-frame, another dog that just flew over the top and says, look what I did.
Next in the 8-inch class, Roxy, the All-American dog, handled by Ken Luberger of Port Charlotte, Florida.
Carrie, remind us what All-American dog means.
This is a mixed breed dog, so who knows what Roxy is a mix of. We allow the All-Americans to run at AKC agility trials, and she is definitely an athlete. A lot of the handlers like to do DNA tests to find out what breeds their dogs are. Those weave pulls were lovely. I think this dog is part weave pull. Look at them go. Their communication's been very good through here. Again, the handler put in that cross. Unfortunately, the handler looks like he miscued that tunnel.
2 dogs in a row got tripped up that way.
That one, it looked like there was a miscommunication from the handler's side, and the dog did what he saw the handler's arm pointing to. He's like, I gotta go, I gotta go, let go. Now? Yes. You saw the smile as soon as she cleared that first jump. And just right off, just flew off the bottom of that dog walk. Again, this dog is very enthusiastic about agility. And you could see the handler had stepped past that entrance of number 16, and the dog read the other side.
Fortune still in the lead, 2 dogs to go. The next one, Fortune is probably very familiar with. We'll tell you why in a second.
Next in the 8-inch class, Gabby, the Papillon, handled by Andrea Samuels from Cape Coral, Florida.
And Andrea is also the handler of Fortune. So these are 2 dogs, same breed, same handler, duking it out here head to head right at the end of the class.
And this dog is also a national agility champion. Look at her drive that dog walk.
I think we can see why.
Spectacular. That was absolutely spectacular. Same thing with these weave pulls. We can't hear Andrea at all, but she is definitely talking to her while they're running this. Wow. Wow. That was spectacular. Absolutely breathtaking. Now you see why they're national champions. Watch this dog. This dog just keeps accelerating.
That's not sped up video. That is real time.
Sure feels like they sped it up, but that is not what happened. And watch these weave pulls. She really hunkers down a bit going through them and just drives through those poles. Andrea's saying a lot to her while they're out there running, but a lot of her body language is showing her exactly where she needs to go.
She's got the lead with the best qualifying dog set to go.
Next, in the 8-inch class, Flint the Papillon, handled by Danica Hedges of Marietta, Ohio.
Flint's registered name is Sparks Will Fly. Let's watch and find out.
Flint is also a national champion in our international sweepstakes program.
And Flint unseat Gabby atop that leaderboard.
Watch this dog walk. There's going to be a lot won or lost right there. Same thing once they get into those weave pulls. Nice tight turn. Look at the speed. They have to push even harder than Andrea did to beat that time. But yet they've got to stay connected. They've got to stay focused.
30.05. What Flint's trying to get to. It's going to be tight. 23 hundredths of a second too slow.
Yeah, having to hold that teeter is what made the difference there. But what a run. Look at this dog walk. Whoosh, off she goes. Right on through these weave pulls. Tails a flying. And then they got to the teeter. Really had to make sure that the dog got that correctly, and that was a little bit of their time lost right there. What a run, though. What a run.
And the tightest finish that we have seen here tonight. Over to Allison.
Andrea, congratulations to you and Gabby. You had 2 dogs running in this 8-inch class. What is the challenge of making sure you give them both their best shot?
Gosh, they're so different, but they're both such amazing competitors, and they both are gamers, and I trust them that I could just handle, and I know they're gonna just do what they need to do so I can do what I need to do.
And Gabby certainly did that for you tonight. You've been competing in agility for almost 30 years. What makes competing in this event and this venue unique?
Westminster has such a lot of history, especially in New York City. It's like the Kentucky Derby for dogs. It's so prestigious. It's got that special air about it.
Awesome. Andrea, congratulations. Enjoy it. John?
Allison, Andrea still trying to get her breath back after chasing those 2 incredibly fast dogs around within a few minutes of one another. Another championship for her and a win for Gabby by 23 hundredths of a second, the tightest finished and the most fun finish that we have seen so far tonight. But we're not done yet. We have one more class of dogs here to go. It's been terrific entertainment so far as we kick off the 149th annual Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show with the Masters Agility Championship.
Since 2012, Purina Pro Plan has been the proud presenting sponsor of the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show, being a part of every graceful trot, every perfect stance, every winning moment. Presenting sponsor of the Westminster Dog Show today and for years to come. Purina Pro Plan, nutrition that performs.
From the grandeur of North America's biggest sports stadiums to the elegance of America's longest-running dog show, Field Turf Landscape stands as the ultimate turf partner. And now introducing our exclusive dog-branded turf, Pet Turf. More than just grass, it's a playground for dreams. Pet Turf, where every paw print leaves a legacy. Field Turf Landscape, where quality meets play.
It takes healthy joints to be a co-star, coworker, and trusty co-pilot. For all your dog does for your family, give them Cosequin, a daily joint supplement that supports healthy joints and cartilage for dogs of all ages and sizes. It's the #1 veterinarian recommended retail joint health brand. For your dog, your everything. Choose Cosequin.
Cosequin, the official joint health supplement of the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show.
Some chews only last a month, but Bravecto lasts 12 weeks, nearly 3 times longer.
Only Bravecto protects from fleas and ticks nearly 3 times longer than the other chews. That's 12 weeks of protection. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurological disorders. With nearly 3 times longer protection, why use anything shorter? Bravo, Bravecto, bravo.
ProPlan is proud to have fueled 17 of the last 18 Westminster Best
Agility Championship at Westminster on Fox is presented by Purina ProPlan, nutrition that performs. What a joy for the first time in 5 years to be back in Manhattan for Westminster. What a joy for Andrea Samuels and Gabby, your winner by tenths of seconds in the 8-inch class here at the Masters Agility Championship. Just a terrifically exciting finish to that 8-inch class. So what's going to happen now with our final class of dogs to go, the 20-inch dogs. And this is one of those classes where you are going to see some really terrific speed with these 10 dogs here to go.
First, in the 20-inch class, Shelby Cobra, the Border Collie, handled by Amber McCune of Newington, New Hampshire.
So it's fascinating here. Shelby Cobra was originally going to run 4th, but Amber, like we've seen a couple other handlers, has 2 dogs that are running in this class. So they're having Shelby Cobra go first to give Amber enough time to basically recover physically to get both dogs out there, because it is draining for the handler with as fast as these dogs are.
Absolutely. Watch this team. You'll see why she's going to need a little break. Shelby Cobra is a fabulous dog. They're very, very solid with their communication through here. Amber is out there talking to her all the way. She also does a lot of hand motions as needed going through. Great job stopping, coming down that A-frame just in case. You can just hear her pounding her way down.
I mean, Shelby was getting air, just flying on those jumps.
So look at this dog. This dog wants a tug toy, not food. Look at that dog walk. But she did put a quick stop in to make sure they got it. Good quick release on that. Weave pulse, solid, just absolutely solid coming through there. And now the big celebration.
So Shelby Cobra, a great clean run to start here in the 20-inch class.
Shelby's hardly even breathing. Just like, yeah, I just did that. Look at me.
Well, you heard Andrea Samuels, the winning handler in the last class, make the comparison between Westminster and the Kentucky Derby. The Kentucky Derby is the only longer continuously held sporting event in American history. This is the 149th edition. It dates to 1877. That's 90 years older than the Super Bowl, which is coming up tomorrow here on Fox, even older than the FIFA World Cup, which, of course, the next edition is live here on Fox next summer. A terrific amount of history here at Westminster.
Next, in the 20-inch class, Twist, the Golden Retriever, handled by Susan Knapp Cook of Norwalk, Connecticut.
See, and I'm an Oregon Duck, so for us it's more the Shout than the Twist, but this is one of the 3 dogs in a row that are going at this preferred height where they lower the bars a little bit because they reshuffle the order, and we'll see what Twist can do, having seen Shelby Cobra put together a great opening run.
Twist is ready and focused. Look at that. So I'm ready. Let me go. Good start to this course. And again, you can see where she checked her coming down the board just to make sure they got it. Very, very important that you hit that. This handler talks a lot to the dog. She also gives her a little bit more autonomy out there on the course. Sends her to do obstacles. This is good communication between the two of them. She's going to meet her here at the end. That happy golden tail.
Thank you.
And here we come over that dog walk.
Good girl.
And you heard her talking to her, letting her know she did it right. But again, look at how this handler lets her dog work some on its own. That's a sign of really solid communication between the two of them. They're connected.
But Shelby Cobra still in the lead.
Next, in the 20-inch class, Bandit, the Shetland Sheepdog, handled by Catherine Magiera of Kerhonkson, New York.
So we've seen some dogs that become independent, and so they get off track. How hard is it to get to that point where you can trust your dog to be somewhat more independent on a course like this?
Some of it depends on the dog. Some dogs naturally work a little bit more away. A lot of it is very much trained. But with the larger breeds too, gives them a chance to work away. Nice job through that opening. Just came running right through the dog walk contact, which is what you're looking for. You can hear the handler making sure she knows to stay in those weave poles. A lot of verbal commands with this dog. That's how they work.
Didn't get far enough over to get the teeter moving.
Very good job. Still taking the best dog home tonight. That's just one of those things that, again, probably more environmental than anything else. As they're coming up over that teeter, as they're coming up over this teeter, the dog can see all sorts of things in front of them. Normally they wouldn't see a whole audience there. And then just came right on down that A-frame, was very solid on the finish.
Next, in the 20-inch class, Gable, the All-American Dog, handled by Kayla Feeney of Lima, New York.
But it is so fascinating that, you know, just one step further and that teeter starts moving, and there is a level of precision here that dogs and handlers have to figure out.
Gable just wants to go, just doesn't really want to have to wait. But as a handler, again, that's part of getting their head, getting their focus before you take off.
And a course that, again, these dogs have never seen before. Yes, they did qualifying here earlier today, but this particular layout is brand new to them as they're running it right now.
Exactly. Things are in different positions. Things are going to look different. Crowd's really encouraging Gable to move on through this course. And you can see his confidence coming up as they move through. Look at his tail beginning to wag. He's picking up some good speed. Solid over that teeter. Hey, everybody.
That might have been the biggest roar of the night.
Gable had to duck just a little coming through the tunnel. You see him thinking really hard about these weave poles, but then the crowd starts cheering. You can see the speed coming up. And then over the top, but wait!
Hey, everybody.
Here's my fan club.
How's it going?
I don't know if you could all hear it, but they were chanting Gable at the very end of the course.
Just terrific. And Shelby Cobra is in the lead, just about halfway done here in the 20-inch class, the final class of dogs to go here at the Masters Agility Championship at Westminster.
Welcome back, 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 welcome back.
Pro Plan is proud to have fueled 17 of the last 18 Westminster Best in Show winners.
Sage coming out big.
With Sage taking home the title in 2024.
Listen to that crowd.
A legendary win celebrating a legacy of excellence. In February, the best of the best return to compete.
The Best in Show winner.
Who will be the next Westminster Best in Show champion?
What a proud moment.
Best of luck from Purina Pro Plan. Since 2012, Purina Pro Plan has been the proud presenting sponsor of the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show, being a part of every graceful trot, every perfect stance, every winning moment. Presenting sponsor of the Westminster Dog Show today and for years to come. Purina Pro Plan, nutrition that performs.
From the grandeur of North America's biggest sports stadiums to the elegance of America's longest-running dog show, Field Turf Landscape stands as the ultimate turf partner. And now introducing our exclusive dog-branded turf, Pet Turf. More than just grass, it's a playground for dreams. Pet Turf, where every paw print leaves a legacy. Field Turf Landscape, where quality meets play.
It takes healthy joints to be a co-star, coworker, and trusty co-pilot. For all your dog does for your family, give them Cosequin, a daily joint supplement that supports healthy joints and cartilage for dogs of all ages and sizes. It's the #1 veterinarian recommended retail joint health brand. For your dog, your co-everything. Choose Cosequin.
Cosequin, the official joint health supplement of the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show.
Some chews only last a month, but Bravecto lasts 12 weeks, nearly 3 times longer.
Only Bravecto protects from fleas and ticks nearly 3 times longer than the other chews. That's 12 weeks of protection. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurological disorders.
Agility Championship at Westminster is presented by Purina Pro Plan. And towards the end of the evening here in New York City, the 12th annual Masters Agility Championship. 6 more dogs still to go in this 20-inch class, and Shelby Cobra, qualified 4th, was first to go, remains in the lead.
Next, in the 20-inch class, Mia, the German short-haired pointer, handled by Beth Janos of Mason, Ohio.
Mia's registered name is Wanderin' Free, which is not really necessarily what you want in agility, but let's see what Mia can do here.
We saw them playing up on that podium before they came down. Again, that was that connection we're talking about. That's how they get ready to go out.
I think Mia's ready to roll.
Definitely. That dog walk showed it. She was certainly ready. German short-haired pointers are a hunting breed. Mia has her junior hunter title. This means that they work very well in very large fields, far away from each other. So you can see that some here.
It's the Westminster logo breed as well.
It is doing them proud. That was a beautiful run.
Clean run, happy dog.
Right over that A-frame. Good dog. Some pats, some hugs.
Still, though, it's Shelby Cobra in the lead.
Next, in the 20-inch class, Nali, the Vizsla, handled by Jessica Vetter from Clayton, California.
Always interesting to see the rituals between handler and dog. You know, we see that with human athletes as well. Whatever it takes to get everyone kind of dialed in and mentally ready to perform.
And they're also very superstitious about them, just like many other athletes.
Yep.
So Nali's also a breed champion, besides being an agility champion. They've excelled in multiple parts of the American Kennel Club. Little wide on that turn, and a little wide coming to the poles. That wide turn to the poles is what made her miss the entry. She knew she had to get in them, but she couldn't get in quickly enough. But they're back on track, and off she goes. Again, this is a hunting breed. This dog's going to work out at a distance and away from its handler. And they're certainly showing that. Excellent finish. Excellent finish. But it was really nice to see. Good. Come up over that dog walk. Very solid dog walk. But as he flew off, got a little confusion on that turn, a little wide, and then wide still here, and went into the second pole instead of that very first one.
Next, in the 20-inch class, Susie, the Australian Shepherd, handled by James Jago from Williamstown, Massachusetts.
Susie's registered name, Sweet Thing Susie Q, so not entirely clear. Is that a CCR reference or a snack cake reference?
I'm gonna go with snack cake at this time of the night. Australian Shepherds like to talk. Susie's already been talking some. Let's see what happens out here. Susie is all work here. Waiting to hear what she's told to do next. Nice job through that sequence. Again, a little wide, but he was able to get her attention and get her in there. Dog that can work some away from the handler is a real benefit back there at that tunnel. And at this teeter also. He never gave up on his cues to the dog to get her up onto that A-frame.
Very focused, very clean.
Some happy flips at the end for us. And look at this turn through here. Really landed and tightened it down. That's how you can shave some seconds off of your run. Right on through the tire. Complete focus coming to that teeter. And her handler was working very far away at that point. She knew what to do. And an excited little flip for us.
And still Shelby Cobra in the lead with 3 dogs to go in this 20-inch class.
Next, in the 20-inch class, Katie, the Australian cattle dog, handled by Helen Springett of Los Angeles, California.
So Katie, one of only 2 dogs from the West Coast to have made the finals here this evening. How difficult is that when you really think about it, of getting a dog across the country and then able to perform in an event like this?
It takes a lot. Most of these dogs from the West Coast flew, and that's very stressful on the dogs. But they're experienced travelers. Oh, Katie almost took the wrong tunnel.
Saved right at the end.
Kept her out of it. So they've had a long couple of days between travel and all day today with the competition. Helen's staying right there working with her.
Because again, the preliminary qualifying started at 7:30, so a lot of these dogs and handlers were here at 6 a.m. today.
So they're going on over 12 hours just here on the site. Solid work through there. You hear her talking to her, make sure she comes over and hits that A-frame. Helen did a really good job making sure that they reconnected. Came up from here, almost went into the tunnel, but Helen got her head back and was able to get her going. And after that, it's a nice solid run at that point. And that's the key. If you lose some connection, you want to get it back as quickly as possible.
Shelby Cobra still in the lead, and it's going to be fascinating because you have superstar dogs with superstar handlers set to go in the last two.
Next, in the 20-inch class, Typo, the Border Collie, handled by Amber McCune of Bedford, New Hampshire.
And remember, Shelby Cobra handled by Amber as well. That was why she went first, so that Amber would have time for herself to physically recover to run Typo out here.
Typo's also a national agility champion, so I expect we're going to see a great run out of both of them. They've run together for quite a while at this point. We'll watch this connection.
Oh.
A little miscommunication there. Amber pulled over, I think, just a little early, but she's going to keep pushing this course. That's the type of competitor she is. She knows that time is all that she's lost. And this dog is fast. Not quite enough. And then, look at those.
Good luck telling Typo. She seems very thrilled with what she's done, yes.
Typo knows she was amazing. So as they're coming down the dog walk here, Typo got it. Amber pivoted, but pivoted maybe a little too quickly before Typo committed to the other jump. The commitment wasn't quite there yet. But at that point, Typo's like, well, we're still having a great time. Let's keep going.
Shelby Cobra in the lead with the final dog set to go in this class.
Next, in the 20-inch class, High Five, the Border Collie, handled by Jennifer Crank of Pickerington, Ohio.
And Jennifer ran B earlier. A former champion dog finished runner-up in the 16-inch class. So now here's Jennifer trying to run High Five to a title with Shelby Cobra waiting to see if she can hold on to that time to win.
As we've talked about before, they've got to beat the time. So all they can do is push as hard as they can. Jennifer usually communicates extremely well with her dogs. You saw that through that opening section. Unfortunately, the dog stumbled and she lost the ability to be able to go into those weave pulls. But Jennifer took her right back around. Look at that line. That was such a nice line on that S-curve.
But isn't it interesting? We said at the beginning of the night, not just about being fast, you got to be clean. And the last two dogs to go terrifically fast, but they each made a key error. And that's what's going to leave Shelby Cobra as the champion.
So really blasted over that dog walk. Came around on a good turn. And unfortunately entered incorrectly on the weave pulls. Jen turned her right around, put her right back in, but not quite fast enough.
So Shelby Cobra, registered name, drive it like you stole it. Showed the speed to win. Allison, over to you.
Thank you, John. Amber, congratulations. 6 straight wins for you in the Masters Agility at Westminster, but the first for Shelby Cobra. How special is it to share this moment with her?
Oh my gosh, this is so special. She's an amazing little dog, but the best part is that she is Kaboom's daughter. So Kaboom won here 3 times. He's at home and he's retired, but Shelby's his daughter and she's carrying on the legacy, so I'm so excited.
Congratulations, Amber.
Thank you so much.
John.
Allison, stuff like that is so cool to hear about. Father-daughter champions here at the Masters Agility Championship
please
at
remain for
Westminster.
the
Shelby Cobra, winner in the 20-inch class. We have our 5 champions. Who, though, will be the overall champion here at the Masters Agility Championship? We will find that out next as we wrap up the night in the opening to the 149th annual Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show.
can't escape the feeling I'm feeling for you.
ProPlan is proud to have fueled 17 of the last 18 Westminster Best in Show winners.
Sage coming out big.
With Sage taking home the title in 2024.
Listen to that crowd.
A legendary win celebrating a legacy of excellence. In February, the best of the best return to compete.
The Best in Show winner.
Who will be the next Westminster Best in Show champion?
What a proud moment.
Best of luck from Purina ProPlan. Since 2012, Purina ProPlan has been the proud presenting sponsor of the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show, being a part of every graceful trot, every perfect stance, every winning moment. Presenting sponsor of the Westminster Dog Show today and for years to come. Purina ProPlan, nutrition that performs.
From the grandeur of North America's biggest sports stadiums to the elegance of America's longest-running dog show, Field Turf Landscape stands as the ultimate turf partner. And now introducing our exclusive dog-branded turf, Pet Turf. More than just grass, it's a playground for dreams. Pet Turf, where every paw print leaves a legacy. Field Turf Landscape, where quality meets play.
It takes healthy joints to be a co-star, coworker, and trusty co-pilot for all your dog does for your
So
family.
perhaps you know we got a big football game coming up here on Fox tomorrow, and so we thought, well, let's see what the dogs might predict. We had the Doggy Bowl earlier, so on this agility course, dogs representing the Chiefs and the Eagles. See if we can have a little bit of a prediction of what's going to happen tomorrow in Super Bowl 59. And this was quite the battle between those two dogs that we were watching earlier. And just by enough, Johan predicting the Kansas City Chiefs will indeed go back to back to back tomorrow. And it's going to go down live on the Big Easy. It's the NFL on Fox, team hosting America's Super Bowl party with special appearances by Post Malone, Lady Gaga, and Brad Pitt. The Super Bowl pregame show live starting at 1 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, right here on Fox and streaming on Tubi. One of the other events we had going on earlier today here at the Javits Center, kicking off the 149 Westminster Week, is Flyball. Carrie, what is Flyball?
Oh, Flyball is a relay race. It's a team of 4 dogs. They're racing over 4 jumps. When they get to the end, they have to grab the ball and go back. They need to pass their teammate, and that can be a little tricky sometimes because they all want to run down and get the ball.
That was a lot of fun to watch earlier. We had a very big crowd as well, and these were the winners. Sorry for party barking. We're all mad here, and don't push your ruckus. The winning teams earlier today at the Flyball competition at Westminster, all part of Westminster Week here in New York City once again. All right, so we have our 5 class winners. Who is the overall winner of the Masters Agility Championship? Let's find that out with Allison.
Welcome to our awards ceremony. I am joined by the president and show chairman of the Westminster Kennel Club, Don Surs, as well as Paul Campanella, senior director of event operations. Also here with me are the judges for tonight to present the awards, Michelle Fletcher and Paul Moore. The first award we have to hand out goes to the highest scoring All-American dog from the 24-inch class. The winner is Gable. Handled by Kayla Fihey of Lima, New York. Congratulations, Kayla and Gable. Now it's time to announce the overall winner of the 12th Annual Masters Agility Championship at Westminster and the recipient of a $5,000 check to donate to the AKC Training Club or Humane Fund of their choice. And this year's Master Green Jacket, provided by Purina Pro Plan Plus, is Vanish. Vanish, the Border Collie, handled by Emily Klarmar of Pennsylvania. Emily, congratulations. I know you've got a lot to hold on, including Vanish. How proud are you of Vanish and the performance here today?
I'm just completely speechless. We've been here once before, but we were not able to quite get the overall. She's 1 in a million, so to do this with her, I have no words.
How special is this to come out of here as the Masters Agility overall champion?
Still no words. Just to be able to do this with her, we love what we do, and the results just kind of show, and we just try our best, and the chips fall where they fall, and we were able to get it done this time.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
This is the 12th Masters Agility Championship at Westminster, the 9th where the overall champion is a Border Collie. So if you want to get into agility, think about getting a Border Collie. But terrific performance from Vanish as part of a wonderful group of champions. What a great way to kick off Westminster Week. And we'll look ahead of what is still to come next here at the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show.
It takes healthy joints to be a co-star, co-worker, and trusty co-pilot. For all your dog does for your family, give them Cosequin, a daily joint supplement that supports healthy joints and cartilage for dogs of all ages and sizes. It's the #1 veterinarian recommended retail joint health brand. For your dog, your co-everything. Choose Cosequin.
Cosequin, the official joint health supplement of the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show.
Some chews only last a month, but Brevecto lasts 12 weeks, nearly 3 times longer.
Only Brevecto protects from fleas and ticks nearly 3 times longer than the other chews. That's 12 weeks of protection. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurological disorders. With nearly 3 times longer protection, why use anything shorter? Bravo, Brevecto, bravo.
ProPlan is proud to have fueled 17 of the last 18 Westminster Best in Show winners.
Sage coming out big.
With Sage taking home the title in 2024.
Listen to that crowd.
A legendary win celebrating a legacy of excellence. In February, the best of the best return to compete.
The Best in Show winner.
Who will be the next Westminster Best in Show champion?
What a proud moment.
Best of luck from Purina Pro Plan.
So Vanish, the Border Collie out of Doylestown, Pennsylvania, is your overall champion here at the Masters Agility Championship at Westminster. Laid down a phenomenal run. Won her class by about half a second and had the best overall time of all the champion dogs. Here as we kick off Westminster Week, and a lot more to come on the 149th Annual Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show. begins Monday on FS2 as we're going to look at breed judging, breeds from the hound, toy, non-sporting, and herding groups, and then the group judging at Madison Square Garden. Westminster back at the world's most famous arena beginning at 7 p.m. Monday night on FS1. Tuesday we do it again, breed judging during the day here at Javits Center on FS2 from the sporting, working, interior groups. Those groups will be judged then Tuesday night starting at 7 o'clock on FS1, and then the final 7 group winners to determine who's going to be best in show at Westminster. Back for final time with Carrie DeYoung. I'm John Strong. All right, so what excites people in the dog world? We got the Super Bowl coming tomorrow. We say it's the Super Bowl of dog shows, but what makes Westminster so special?
It's Westminster. I don't know another way to just say it. In the dog world, you say Westminster, everyone knows what that means. But look at the competition we had tonight. That was absolutely brilliant. I wish we had 50 more dogs to watch.
And terrific crowds as well. Great energy here at the Javits Center. It's wonderful to have Westminster back in Manhattan for the first time in 5 years, and we're looking forward to what's to come. Thanks for joining us this evening. Don't forget to join Fox tomorrow at 1 o'clock Eastern for America's Super Bowl party with special appearances by Post Malone, Lady Gaga, and Brad Pitt. The Super Bowl pregame show live tomorrow on Fox and streaming live on Tubi. We'll be watching the game here in New York, getting set for the beginning of the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show on Monday. Until then, for Carrie DeYoung and Allison Williams, I'm John Strong, saying so long from Westminster.
Since 2012, Purina Pro Plan has been the proud presenting sponsor of the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show, being a part of every graceful trot, every perfect stance, every winning moment. Presenting sponsor of the Westminster Dog Show today and for years to come. Purina Pro Plan, nutrition that performs.
From the grandeur of North America's biggest sports stadiums to the elegance of America's longest-running dog show, Field Turf Landscape stands as the ultimate turf partner. And now introducing our exclusive dog-branded turf, Pet Turf. More than just grass, it's a playground for dreams. Pet Turf, where every paw print leaves a legacy. Field Turf Landscape, where quality meets play.
It takes healthy joints to be a co-star, co-worker, and trusty co-pilot. For all your dog does for your family, give them Cosequin, a daily joint supplement that supports healthy joints and cartilage for dogs of all ages and sizes. It's the #1 veterinarian recommended retail joint health brand. For your dog, your co-everything. Choose Cosequin.
Cosequin, the official joint health supplement of the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show.
Some chews only last a month, but Bravecto lasts 12 weeks, nearly 3 times longer.
Only Bravecto protects from fleas and ticks nearly 3 times longer than the other chews. That's 12 weeks of protection. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurological disorders. With nearly 3 times longer protection, why use anything shorter? Bravo, Bravecto. Bravo.
Pro Plan is proud to have fueled 17 of the last 18 Westminster Best in Show winners.
Sage coming out big.
With Sage taking home the title in 2024.
Listen to that crowd.
A legendary win celebrating a legacy of excellence. In February, the best of the best return to compete.
The Best in Show winner.
Who will be the next Westminster Best in Show champion?
What a proud moment.
Best of luck from Purina Pro Plan.